can't wait to take her to the zoo and put her on the pony ride. And maybe on Sundays I could take her to church.
Well, you could take them to the park, Ma.
After church?
No, instead of.
Oh.
What do you mean the park? Is the kids going to say prayers in the park to a water fountain?
Why not? As far as I'm concerned, it makes as much sense as any other kind of prayers.
Wait a minute there. Just because you're an atheist, you know, don't mean that my grandchild's got to be gypped out of his religion.
Oh, that's right, Mike. Children ought to go to church when they're little, because when they get older, they're having too much fun to be religious.
Ma, we decided to try not to influence our child on religion, because we want to let him make up his own mind.
Oh, now that's where you are 100% wrong, old little girl. The parents got to influence the kids' minds when they're young. Got to teach them to learn the right thing, see? To be scared of God, to love the dear old USA, to defend American shores in all foreign countries.
Is there anything else he should know?
Sure, there's a lot of other little things. To use his Duke's right, to walk fast through the Puerto Rican neighborhood.
Arch, I think you're forgetting to teach him the most important thing.
Yeah, what?
To never listen to his grandfather.
Why don't you go take a high dive into the clam drip? No, little girl. Now, let me ask you something.
Give me that.
Don't flush it out over here.
All right.
Easy on that. Now, how far along you now?
8 months.
All right. Now, how long you been living over here in the colored house?
Daddy.
How long?
6 months?
All right, you proved my point, see? The baby got started over there in our house. That's a good God-fearing Protestant house, so that makes him a Christian ipso facto.
Suppose a kid were created in a parking lot outside of McDonald's. What would that make him, an ipso fatso hamburger?
In a parking lot, you dirty guy, you...
Hey, as a matter of fact, our baby was conceived in Leo and Miriam's bungalow. Hey, they're Jewish, so according to Daddy, we're going to have to send him to Hebrew school.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Lots of famous people turn Jewish. Elizabeth Taylor?
Oh, that dame would do anything to drive the world crazy.
Sammy Davis.
And he'd do anything for laughs. You just do what I tell you, little girl.
Daddy, it is up to Michael and me, and we've decided to let our own child make up his own mind about religion.
That's telling him, fat lady.
Thank you, honey. I better go baste the turkey.
Wait a minute, let us stay.
Oh, no, Gloria, I'll baste the tape.
Thanks.
Listen, I'm warning you two. You mend your ways, and one of these days you're going to be chased around by a lot of little red devils with pitchforks who want to baste you.
What is all this about being afraid of God? I was taught in Sunday school that God loves everybody.
Oh, he does, unless you rub him the wrong way. You do that, he sends down plagues at you, like he done with them ancient Egyptian kings, the Varios. God has got one hell of a temper. He could hit you with an earthquake or one of them famous floods.
Yeah, that flood wiped out a lot of innocent people. And what about all those poor animals that were drowned?
Hey, but not the fish. The fish was having a picnic. They was eating Catholics for a change.
Just tell me one thing, just one thing, Arch. Is that what you want for our child, to worship a God who you depict as cruel and merciless?
I want to tell you something, buddy, that you better keep a civilian tongue in your head, because the Lord can hear and he knows what's going on every place, every time. You two got to show some respect for him. Get away.
Wait. All right. Assuming there is a God, which I am not. Assuming there is. You say he is everywhere.
Yes.
And he knows everything.
Yes.
Well, then he would know what was in my heart.
He knows you don't believe in him.
No, but if I did believe in him, Archie, I believe in him because he's a loving and forgiving God.
He won't forgive you for being an atheist, buddy.
He would forgive me anything.
He wouldn't forgive you for showing him disrespect?
Sure he would.
Ah, to you.
He'd even forgive me for doing that.
What, for going to me?
No, for going to him.
Wow! You better find a tailor who can measure you for a lightning rod, buddy. You know what you just said here? He said it, Lord, not me. Did you hear this? You better watch your step, God forgive you. Hey, eat it. Come out here, eat it.
It's almost ready.
Never seen a man so low and depaved. that he would go to the Lord.
It doesn't make any difference. If I believed in God, I wouldn't go to God.
You've done it again.
But I don't believe in him, so I went to nobody.
You've done it again. I'm getting the hell out of here. Come on, Edith, we're going home.
We ain't had dinner
Well,
yet.
I ain't gonna have dinner. I'm scared to eat in this house. You know what that meathead just done? He give the bronze cheer to the Lord. So hungry. And he's gonna bring up our grandson to do the same thing. Come on, Edith, come with me and don't look back. You'll be turned into a pillow of salt.